So, I got a question. Out of these five supercars, which one would you pick and why? So, they're all 2017 except for the exception of like one. You have the Lamborghini Huracan, the Audi R8, a Ferrari 488, a Porsche 911, and a McLaren 650S. I guess that's five cars. Oh well. Which one would you pick and why? Me, myself, I know which one I would pick, obviously, but I want to know what you guys think. All these cars have different prices, weights, aspects, all kinds of stuff. I actually wrote it all down here because I knew I wasn't going to remember everything. Looking at the list though, based off like prices, horsepower, curb weight, and your miles per gallon, which is the classes I put them in, I honestly think the best bang for your buck would probably be a Lamborghini Huracan. I mean, it has more horsepower. It's not too low of a price, but it's not too crazy of a price like some of the other cars. A lot of the cars all have the same pound-feet of torque, so far as I saw, based off of we're just going off the low models. We're not going off of all the, because I know there's different different variations of the cars, but we're just going off the base model that you can go, if you would even call that a base model. But me, myself, and I would obviously always 100% go for a Lamborghini because Lamborghini has been my favorite car since I was 10. So I've always wanted one. It's always been a dream of mine to have one, to drive one. When I see them, I'm really head over heels, it's crazy. But that's just because I do have a love for that car so much. It's a little extreme. I remember one time I live in Arizona, so I was on my way from Phoenix to Scottsdale, and we were going to Scottsdale. It was around my first time actually going, and we hit this red light, and a Lamborghini Aventador in that beautiful burnt orange color passed by, and I screamed. Well, not like a girl scream, but I was like, oh my God, a little louder and obviously a lot more excited, and kind of freaked everybody in the car out, and they were like, oh my God, what's going on? And I was like, oh, no, nothing. Did you see that car? Did you see the Lamborghini? And they were just like, wow, really? So, yeah. But based off of everything, I don't know. These are a lot of good cars. I would take a couple of them. A 488, a Ferrari. There's a couple Ferraris I would take. Of course, that's the Scuderia. A LaFerrari, anybody would take one of those. And then the F40s are really, really beautiful. And then the old 458s are really nice as well. But, I mean, the 488's really nice too, but I've never really been too much of a Ferrari person, nor have I been too much of a Bugatti person, just because Ferrari and Lamborghini are competing. So you can't like the enemy team. I'm a Vikings fan. If I liked Green Bay, what would Vikings fans think of me? Exactly. It doesn't work. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you rather have an R8? I mean, the R8s are really nice. Don't get me wrong. I would take one of those just as well as I would take a 650S, which the dealership I actually got my Audi from has a 650S. And I don't know the name of the specific color of the car, but it's an orange and it is beautiful. They also have, I guess another car you could probably put in that category would be an Acura NSX. I saw one, and the interior and everything, I sat in it, and they are pretty nice, and they look dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with that, and a lot of people don't like those cars, and I understand, because I don't like them too much either, but the look of them and the inside is not as bad as you might think. The price for what you get is kind of shitty, but other than that, it's a pretty good car. So far, I mean, I've never driven it, just as well as I've never driven any of these cars on my list here, but from sitting in it, it's great. Maybe that's what that car was meant for, just for people to sit in it and admire it from a distance. But I don't know. What do we think here? Write in the comments your top car all the way to your lowest car. Mine would be Lamborghini, McLaren, 911, Porsche. Oh no, it would go. Sorry, it'd go Lamborghini, McLaren, 911, R8, Ferrari, and the R8 would probably still be up there with the 911 because I don't hate Audis. I mean, I have one myself. That's like the big brother of my car, so I would love to have one, but you know, the dollars ain't looking right now. So all the cars have their own, and I mean, I feel like a lot of people kind of don't like Lamborghini, and that's just because of a lot of people have them, and it's a common car. You'll see a Lamborghini, honestly, probably before you see a McLaren or a Ferrari. You might see a Ferrari, but I feel like a lot less people have Ferraris than Lamborghinis. But I mean, I don't know. I've never checked the statistics on that kind of thing. I don't know why I still have these bananas either. That's irrelevant, but I saw them and I thought you guys should know. So let me know in the comments. I don't know what else to tell you guys about. I mean, I don't know. The 911Rs, even though that's not the car, the 911Rs, somebody, I don't know him personally, but I watch his channel, Salamandrin. He has, if you guys aren't subscribed to him, you should go check his channel out. And I don't know the dude at all, but I've been like binge watching his channel for like the past week. His cars are just so magnificent, and how he changes. Like, I watched his old videos and he had a Ford GT and now he doesn't, and like, you know, so he constantly has a new thing of cars like every couple of months, if not like every couple of weeks. Like, it's amazing. I don't know how this guy's able to do it, but he had he had a 911R, and it was military green with 2 yellow stripes going down it. It was so sick. That car was amazing. I don't know why he sold it, but when you have he probably at least has like 6 cars. I don't know why you would ever give it away, or not to give it away, but sell it. But then again, when you have these other 5 cars, you don't have room for all these, and you don't, necessarily need all the 6 cars, but you have them because, you can afford them and you want them. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess when you have the money to do stuff like that, I mean, I guess you can do it. I mean, I could understand, because if I had the money, I'd do it, but we're getting off topic. Back to the cars. Lamborghini, 573 horsepower. R8 has 540, the 911 has 370, which is kind of weird. When I think of 911s, when I saw them, I guess I was uneducated, but when I saw 911s, I always thought they were like $100,000 car. But I guess when you put on options and stuff, it reaches that, but I thought they were at least like 120,000 like base, with at least a good like 420 horsepower, but I mean, I guess not. The 488 has 660, and then the McLaren has 641. So if you're just going off of horsepower, obviously you'd get the McLaren or the Ferrari, but when you put it all in a bundle and think like, all right, well, if I get a Lamborghini, that's 200,000, 573 horsepower, 98 pound-feet of torque, 14 city, 22 highway with 3,400 curb weight. That seems like the best deal to me. I mean, of course, you could always go with the 911, but you get a lot less horsepower. You get a lot more miles per gallon, but I don't know. The second choice, actually, the second best choice would probably be the R8. Well, yeah, probably be the R8, if not the first choice, if you were going off price and like a whole bundle package, because it is cheaper. It's pretty much 163,000 with 540 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque, 14 city, 22 highway, 3627 for curb weight. So I don't know. It's kind of a tough decision to make, but I mean, it's not too tough for me, because I would always go with the Lamborghini, because Lamborghinis are the fucking best. So let me know in the comments about which car you would pick and why, and then put it in a list of how you would categorize the cars. And then that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I have a good video coming up for you guys. It's going to be my local car show, if you'll call it local. It's like 30 minutes away. It's in Scottsdale, but I haven't found one here in Tempe, and so far as I know, the one in Scottsdale is the best. Then again, that's like the only one I've been to, but that's not the point. So before we go, if the camera will be able to pick it up, it's not as dark as it looks. It's like a purplish, pinkish, whitish kind of deal going on out here. And it looks like it's about to rain. And if I dropped my phone off of that, I would have cried. But it looks like it's about to rain, so it's really beautiful out here. And yeah, it's a great spot. If I had a freaking chair, it'd be even better. But I'll see you guys then. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. If you liked the video, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you later.